Good afternoon, YouTube. This is take two. The first one, you couldn't hear me at all, so I've moved you closer, I'm afraid. Yeah, so I was saying, round two. Another thing on my bucket list was to make some boho journals, junk journals. I'm selling quite a lot on my Devon Junk Journal Etsy shop at the moment, so I need to make more basically. The bird journal has gone. It's currently winging its way off to America, which is lovely. So I thought I'd get on and make some stuff. And I need some more journals. I haven't, well, I've got little TN1 sizes left in the shop at the moment, but not big ones. So like I did with the needle cases, sorry, the sun's really bright today. I've made some boho ones in a very similar manner with the strip piecing and everything. And on this one, I've simply put a big flower because I just, I was so pleased with the way the colours turned out on this one. I didn't think it needed much, I'll be honest. If anyone buys it, they can put their own title on or whatever they want to do with it, really. So that's one cover. This is the other one. I'll say this is take two. You couldn't hear a word that I was saying, which might be a godsend to some people, but this is the second one. Use the bear paw quilt patch that I recycled from when I went to the big show. I showed you all these. And this one will have got these lovely braids, and this one had these gaps, so I've got these sort of sew-on embellishments, so they're just adding a little bit of bling on the spine there. And this one is going to be finished off with again, I didn't want to cover up too much. Normally I do well, I guess you'd call it a topper, like a big piece in the middle that you sort of, cover up. But I don't want to cover too much of this up. So I'm simply going to put one of these Tim Holtz thingies. I don't know what he officially calls them. Nameplates, I guess. So that's going to go there. It's going to have a piece of... Hold on. Oh, right, it's going to have a piece of card in there. I don't know whether to stamp it or not, because this is going to remain a soft cover journal. If anyone actually buys it, because sorry, hang on, it actually attaches by putting two brads here and here, so they'll go through the actual cover. So with it being a soft cover, you might be able to bend that back a bit to be able to slip that piece of card in, and as I say, the recipient can name it themselves then. I don't know, I'll give it a go anyway. So yeah, so that's the two covers. Very pretty, very happy with the way they've turned out. So that's that. What else I've been doing? I've been tea dyeing. I've run out of tea dyed paper, which is amazing. So I've tea dyed a load of paper last night and stuck it in the airing cupboard to dry off. Got some very... What did I do here? I photocopied. I've got a load of antique linens, well, old linens and stuff. And these were like hankies. So I'm going to fussy cut those out. Tea dyed on the back. So that's that one. And then, again, I scanned and copied some old lace tablecloths that I've got. Again, that'll be quite pretty when I fussy cut that one. And bear with me, that's another one, which is nice, very pretty. I've got some others up on there. They're drying on the windowsill still because the sun is so coming through the window, so warm. It's they didn't quite bone dry in the airing cupboard overnight, so that's that. When I was sorting out, I found a load of index cards that I'd inked, and it's old music paper. I've just been I say this is round 2 because you just couldn't hear a blooming thing on the last one. So I've already stitched round these and stuck bits of paper on, ready to be covered. I'm not gonna, I've made the decision since doing the last recording, I'm not going to use them as journal cards. I'm going to use them as pockets and tuck spots and things. And I did these, which is using the fabrics that are in the journals. Journals, yeah. And that one. So a bit of a butterfly theme going on here, but yeah, I got a little bit low on inspiration actually. And I did these little notebooks. Again, as I say, this is round 2, so they're just stitched in very simply there. And a little snippet on the front there. So that's one for each journal. So that's that. So I got 3 pockets going. That's all good. And I picked out some papers already. Oh, this is another one that I photocopied. It's I don't know what you call it, like a netting doily type thing. So I photocopied it, and it had 2 little side ones that go with it. So I thought that was quite pretty. I'm going to leave the paper white. I don't think it hurts. These are dyed with, I think it was food dye I used on these, which came out, I mean, it all went to the edges. I don't know why, but it did. These are some of my favourite ones to tea dye. Love those. And what else did I have? Oh, I did a swap with I think she's called the Scottish Crafter, Sam, and she gifted me some Artie May's. I'm assuming that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure she said that's where they came from. Some of the boho journal papers from Artie May's. So I'm going to chuck those in, and then I went through my stash and found some lovely. I know it's folding that way, it's going the wrong way, but and that's quite plain on the inside, so that'll be fine. And when I was just I was also saying that I've got a little stamp that's a camera like that. So what I do is I put these little hint sheets in some of the journals, especially when it's got, you know, solid colours like this, and I sort of give them the hint that actually, you know, put a photograph there, stick lined paper on it, you know, it's your journal, do what you like with. And then I went through my stash and I found these crazy papers. Again, I'll stick the little cameras on those and just let people have the hint. So I've got quite a stash to get a stack together, but there's not enough there for 2 journals, which is why I did a load of tea dyeing last night. So let's put all those to the side. I've made a load of tags. I'll just cut those up. That was those gel printed ones that I think I've shown you before. Well, I have shown you before, I know I have. And they're all lined with paper on the back, so that's fine. So that's enough tags to go through the journals, so that's all good. I did do some journaling cards, big ones. I'll show you again. I've got a gizmo that goes on my sewing machine that does these, so bear with me, I'll get that out in a second. I found some gel printed papers that I thought would go quite good, because the front covers, both of them, have got the gold fabric on, so some are just made into just cards that will just slip in. They got a bit of a faint design on the back, but I think that's where I just rolled off the brayer. I don't know. That's one of the cardboard pockets that I made before. I actually won one in the bird journal, so that's that one. And then again, another one of those little flowers on the front. Don't get too close, I won't go out of focus. That's that one. And little teeny buttons that I've got in my stash. A beautiful gel printed one, which is a really, see if I can get the shine, really shiny. I need to do some more decoration with this one. I've got some nice trims that I might just stick on there, or stitch on anyway. And then the last thing I showed in round 1 was these big tags that it's not a shiny gold, but it's a beautiful gold. So the ephemera is building, which is all good. So that's the tags. Okay. I had these lovely greetings cards. which I've chopped in two, and I thought they would make either really nice pockets. Bear with me. Yeah, I thought they would go on as really lovely pockets with the wibbly wobbly edges on there, and just maybe I'll just do a little snippet in the middle or something, but I think that's quite nice just as it is. Actually, we'll see. Anyway, and then I also had this shape as well, and again, but I thought I'd use these as giant tuck spots so that oh, where's my cards gone? There they are. You can tuck a journaling card in there. Again, just needs a bit of a snippet trim just to sort of make it look awfully pretty. Right, so that's those. I'll say this is round 2, sorry, so I'm bound to forget something. Yeah, okay, that's that. Okay, let me show you the flower thing, bear with me. This is a gizmo that you can get to go on your sewing machine. It is the weirdest thing, it really is. I'm sure, I know you can still get them, I'm sure you can, but it looks like that. And it just hooks on where your normal foot goes, basically. And then using your decorative stitches on your sewing machine, it's great. You just play with it, just get it on and play with it, which is what I did a while ago now. I can't remember half of what I did here, but I did start making notes of which stitch I used and what flower it would produce, etc. But actually it's just whack it on and play with it. So yeah, that's good fun. I'm gonna make some more of those because I use those variegated threads that I've shown you before, and I think that is half the attraction with those, is the variegated threads going round. So yeah, so all cool. Right, okay, I think that's everything. I was telling you about my granddaughter who she doesn't get this isolation thing. She wants to be out doing she's only 6, bless her. She wants to be out doing, they used to go horse riding and stuff like that, and she wants to be out doing all that, sorry. But of course, you know, she just thinks her mum's being a right miserable, you know what. But I think she's got it now. I think she's understanding that actually we all have to do this. And I'm missing hugs with my grandbabies, but never mind. It's all for the good. So I just often wonder how people are getting on that don't craft. I mean, you know, what are they doing? What do you do? I should imagine they're going up the wall. I did go out for a walk yesterday. I took myself down to the, I walked down to the post office. It's only about half a mile, and I had the bird journal sold yesterday, so I had to send it off to the States. I wanted to get it on its way, and so I walked down there, posted it, and I think I saw 2 people, I think maximum, and they were out jogging. You know, so yeah, funny times, very funny times. But anyway. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I know what else I showed. Sorry. I finished the needle books. Let me just show you these quickly before I forget, because I will. That's the... you see what I mean about, you know, just putting these little bits of trim on. It just makes them. It really does. And the robin one came out lovely. I was getting worried. It was looking very Christmassy, this one. So, but yeah, put the sort of flower there and just 3 little buttons, and I put some bobbly trim on it because why not? It's cute. Yeah, so that's that was all done. So they're all done now, those. So I don't know, I'll whack them on Etsy. Let's see, we'll see if anything's interesting. Anyway, that's those. Right, okay, I think we're up to date. My desk, let me just show you, hold tight. It looks like a bomb's hit it. I think this is junk journaling though, isn't it? I think we all end up with tables that look like this. I got my scrappy old craft mat out because I don't want all the inks and that going on my big green ones on the back there where I cut fabrics and that. So yeah, so hold tight. I'm just going to put you back down, angle you down so you don't have to look at me, and let's get on and make some stuff. I put you over to the side, and I think that's why the sound wasn't any good. Where shall I put you? Where can you see without you falling over? There we are. That'll do. Yeah, I put you right over to the side, and I think that's why you couldn't hear a blessed thing. It was 46 minutes. I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. It had all just gone. So anyway, let me just see how many pockets I've actually done here, because right, so we've got 2 journaling booklet thingies. Actually, you're still a bit low, bear with me. Is that better? There we are. Yeah, so we've got 2 of these, so 1 for each book, so that's good. And then I've got, I think there was 4 tags, wasn't there? And then I've got the little ones as well, so that'll be enough tags. I've got that journaling card, I've got that pocket. So I've got 1, 2, yeah, so I've only got 3 pockets. I think I might use those as tuck spots, so that'll be 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for the other. So let's move those, separate those. Let's sort this out. Right. So tags. That's 1 for that pile. 2 journals. That 1 for that pile. That 1 for that pile. So let's put a big tag in each. Oh, I need another. I thought I had 2 of those other tags. Right, okay, well I'll put that in there. Right, a pocket in 1. Journaling card in the other. 1 of those in each. There's a spare 1 of those, so I'll put that there. I'm going to put that one there. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so they can have 4 each. So I need to make at least another pocket, because I've got 2 pockets here. So I'll put those 2 there, that 1 there, so I need another 1 for there. So let's make 1 of those. I think I might stick them in, actually. I wasn't going to do that, but I'm getting quite a lot of bits and bobs here. And I've told you before, I don't over decorate my journals, because, you know, I don't know, to me, I'd rather have the space. Let me just turn my sewing machine off. I'd rather have the empty space to inspire me to get on and put my own bits and bobs in. You know, I mean, some people do. Some people want their journals absolutely chocker, and some people don't. So, right. So if I do 3 more, that'll be 3 in each. Yeah, 3 in each journal then. So let's do these 3. Okay. I've got also, I was saying some other things as well. I've been watching the big names in junk journaling world. The lovely Gail Agostinelli, and she too is struggling for things to say, because she, like us, is in lockdown, and it's just her and her hubby and the dog, and you know, we're all so used to being social creatures, aren't we? It's interesting, really interesting. As I say, I'm even working from home now. I mean, you know, that used to be something that I had to go out of the house and do, obviously, like a lot of people. But you know, we were all ordered to work from home, so that's what I've been doing. I don't miss the commute. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a pain in the neck driving in, but yeah, you don't get the social interaction, and just the sort of daily brain workout, if you like. I quite like working from home. I'm not, you know, don't get me wrong. It's fine by me, but I just feel really sorry for the people that. I'm quite fortunate in that I work for a large company. I got paid, you know. I know a lot of people haven't been, and that must be incredibly frustrating, because what do you do? You know, what do you do? I mean, they over here, the government has said that landlords can't make you homeless until 6 months after this is all finished. But even so, you're going to be in that, you know, if you're not being paid, you're going to be in rent arrears, and it's just going to be, it's going to be a nightmare for people. And although they're off, you know, they're saying they're going to pay 80% of our wages. I presume it's going to the companies, you know, that actually employ us. I don't know. Um, but even so, you know, it's going to take a long time for recovery. I think everybody's quite worried about a recession kicking in now, you know, which after, you know, we've just done Brexit, we don't need that right now. But, you know, there it is. So, I don't, you know, I'd say we're nowhere near the end of it. I was watching the news bulletin last night, you know, and scary figures coming out. You know, we'll be lucky. Well, we've got to think ourselves lucky if less than 20,000 die. I was like, well, that makes you want to get out of bed in the morning, doesn't it? You know, so anyway, I'm strictly adhering to it. I've not seen a sausage, as I say. I walked down the post office yesterday, they got all the floor marked. It's only a little post office, but they have got the floor marked out with 1 meter squares. And can you please make sure that you don't come into so? Yes, okay, yes, that's fine. I stayed away. I stayed my distance. So all the prices have gone up on the post as well. I was a flipping heart attack sending that parcel to America yesterday. I thought I'd overcharged actually on postage, and I was going to do a refund. And I thought, well, I'll check it out first and see how much it is actually going to cost. Because she'd paid £8, and I thought, you know, I'll be able to give her a refund, because she bought the journal and some other bits and pieces as well. But it wasn't a big parcel, you know. It was just, how can I? It was about the footprint of a shoebox, but no way as big. You know, it wasn't as tall. It was length and length and width wise, I suppose it was, but height wise, it was nowhere near. And I nearly, anyway, put it on the scales. It's got to go to America. And he said, yeah, that's £12, please. And I said, it doesn't need to be tracked and signed for. And he went, no, that's just the bog standard. I said, crikey, have we had has there been a price rise or something? He said, oh, yeah, we've had a big hike in the prices. I thought, crikey, you're not kidding, you've had a big hike in the prices. Because I thought I'd, as I say, I was, going to come home and refund her what it didn't cost, but I was actually out of pocket, big style. So, yeah, that was a little bit of a shock. So, I'm going to have to go through my Etsy shop and readjust everything now, because, I was £4 out of pocket, and I don't charge a lot for my journals, which actually, another interesting thing, I'll tell you. Had a lady contact me. I can't remember her name, but anyway, and she said, you don't charge enough for your journals. This was the bird one. And I said, well, I just threw it back. I just said, well, how much do you think I should be charging? I priced it £25, I think it was, which I thought was, enough. But anyway, and, oh, no, you shouldn't, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't really know what her point was that she was trying to get across, that, was I being told off because I'm letting down the junk journal world by not charging enough or something? I don't know. I don't really understand what the point of that communication was. But I said to her, look, this isn't my living. I have a job, even though it's part-time, which is why I've upped my production, because every little helps, as everybody says, so I'm not going to say no to extra money. I'm not that daft. Yeah, as I said, I was just a bit confused. I don't know what the point of the communication was, really. So, I mean, whether she was starting up junk journaling herself and was just sort of like testing the waters to see why people charge what they charge, or I'm covering up that blue circle. I really don't like that blue circle, do I? Yeah, I don't. I'm still sort of a bit bamboozled as to why she communicated that. So, oh, here's the Space Invader. Hello, cat. Oh, should we just carry on with butterflies? We might as well, eh? We've got butterflies on everything else. I don't like that side. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what what the point of that was, but she obviously, sorry, I haven't turned it on silent. The texts are coming through. Yes, hello. I was a bit confused as to what the point of her conversation was, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I just answered in a very honest way, and I've not heard anything else, so I'm assuming she was either really ticked off with me or kind of understood where I was coming from. I don't know. Oh, these are funky. I must have gel printed those. Look at that. Yeah, they're dyed. Oh, God, hang on. Space Invaders up here. Mackerel, you can't be up here, lovey. Hello? Oh, obviously you can. Are you finished? Hello? I'm trying to show people things. Could you go away? They don't want to see your hairy bottom either. Maggie, you going to get down? Is she going? Can you move your foot, please? Hello? Thank you. Right. Before we were rudely interrupted, there's some big butterflies going on here. Are you going to move? Or are you just going to stand there sniffing everything? Ooh, he's funky. Should we put that one on? What do you think? Do you like that one? Do you like that one? Or that one? Which one? Which one do you think? Look at the camera and say hello to everybody. Oh, okay. Just block it with your immense body. Mackerel. Come on, down. Good girl. Good girl. If you live with cats, you can sympathise. Do not sleep on those journals. Oi. The Space Invader is still up here. I don't know. I think the food bowl's empty. As you can see by the size of her, she lives to eat. My youngest one, a couple of weeks ago now, since I last saw her, she said, "Your cat truly is like Garfield." I said, yeah, you're not wrong. Sorry, Mackie, get off, darling. Come on, get down. There you go. Good girl. Yeah, I said to you, you're not wrong. I said, if only if she ate lasagna as well. Was it lasagna you used to like? Honestly. I don't know why she's like it. She had a sister. I sadly lost her. She got run over. I think she tried to follow me to work one morning when I lived in the city centre. Well, city, not centre, but yeah, she. It was just off of a busy road. I mean, where I lived, it was quite tucked away, but I used to have to cycle off. I cycled everywhere there, and anyway, I got home from work, and neighbour from up the road came in and said, do you have a... She was a black tortoise shell, beautiful. Bubba was her name, and I said, oh yeah, I got her. And she said, I'm really sorry. She said, I work at the local vets, and I think she's the one that's been brought in, having been run over. Oh God, my heart was in my mouth. I was hoping, in a bizarre way, I was just hoping that she'd have a broken leg or something. But sadly, she she was badly brain damaged. So there was just no hope. And the sad thing was, I mean, the vet said, she will recover, or she might recover, but Mackerel, her sister, might not accept her. She would be blind and brain damaged, and would be an extremely high needs cat for the rest of her life. She would never be allowed out. Now, if you knew Bubba, She was never in. She was a hunter. Oh, she used to bring home rabbits, alive. I mean, she never killed anything. It was always alive. I'd quite often walk in the bedroom and there'd be a little baby bunny sat there. I'm like, oh, great. Used to have to repatriate them, poor things. And she, but yeah, I mean, she just lived for being outdoors. And I said to the vet, I said, that in a way would be the height of cruelty for Bubba. Um, to keep her as a house cat, there was the chance that her sister Mackerel there would attack her and make her life hell, because apparently that can happen. And I just said to her, who would I be keeping this cat alive for? And it would just be for me. It wouldn't be for the cat's welfare, because she wouldn't be Bubba, So took the very sad decision to have her put to sleep. And it was such a shame. She was only 18 months old, but she'd had a whale of a time. She'd had a really good life, I think, anyway. So I'm going to stop talking about her now because it makes me very sad. Yeah, so Mackerel's her sister. Complete opposite. Is a homebody. She'll go out if I'm out. She's not fussed about being an outdoor cat at all. Sorry, I didn't show you that last one. Kind of alright with that. Yeah, it's okay. It'd be a nice pocket, actually. Yeah, she's not an outdoor cat at all. She's a real homebod. Likes her creature comforts. Likes to sleep on the bed as much as I don't want her to. She does. Yeah, totally different creatures, really. Which is odd, because I had Mackerel as a kitten. And and Bubba as well. And Mackerel was always the one that was beating up her sister and chasing her around the house, and was a bit of a crazy cat, actually. And but I guess as she got older, she just wasn't going to be that cat. I don't know. Very odd. Anyway, so that's that. So sad times. My beautiful Bubba is no more. I don't know what to put on this one. It's a bit blah, isn't it? Put a bit of that on. That might liven it up. Love that fabric. I need to get more. I think I bought it from abroad somewhere. I wonder if it's I don't know. Can't remember. Story of my life. It might be on my eBay thingy. That's died. eBay. It's just dead. Nothing. Which is, understandable. You don't want to buy stuff when you, well, as I say, a lot of people aren't even in a job at the moment, so feeling very lucky at the moment. But again, I don't know how long it'll go on for. I mean, companies, as I say, even though I work for a big company, they can't carry on paying us forever because, I mean, we're still working, so we're still earning the money. So, perhaps other sectors are. It's so there are multi. What would you say? They got lots of different businesses. They don't just do the job that I do is not their main job. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's I'm digging through me butterflies. You see? Oh yeah, you can see. Because I quite like that yellow one, but I feel he's not quite big enough. So anyway, oh dear, excuse me, yawning. I'm hoping everybody's okay out there. Oh, right, that's going to go on. I've been watching Artie Mays, Gail Agostinelli. Who else? Some others, just to get some inspiration, really, and to get the oomph to do this. And I love doing it, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I sort of lack a bit of inspiration. Once I get going, I'm fine. I'm out, I'm doing it. But I think it's because your desk ends up looking like a bomb's hit it that it's like, Oh, do I want all that mess? Do I want this? Do I want that? And actually, I need to, because my shop, it's down to one page now on Etsy, which it's been a long time since it's been on one page. So I'm not complaining. Believe me, I really am not complaining. I'm very, very grateful for everybody buying stuff. But yeah, so I need to get on and make some stuff. Right, you can go there. I've got the most incredibly itchy nose. Hay fever season, which is not fun. I don't get hay fever per se, but when people start cutting their grass, oh, it makes me sneeze like a banshee. So, and people are starting to mow their lawns around here. I say it's a more mature place where I live, people-wise. So, do I like that? I don't know. Let me have a look. Yeah, I quite do actually. Move it over there, I think. Oh, I haven't stitched around them again. Sorry, I stitched them on the last one and I've just remembered. These might be alright actually. No, I will. I'll have to stitch them because I'll keep him away from the edge then. Because this top paper is starting to come off a little bit. And I could glue. Nah, I'll stitch. Yeah. I think that's about it actually. I'm trying to remember what I told you on the last one. Showed you the pin cushions, that's all good. Showed you the covers, showed you the flower wheel thing. Yeah, that's it I think. It's a bit shorter than the last one. I must have waffled a lot last time. Okay, we'll leave it there. Carry on crafting, guys. You know, it'll keep you sane. I'm going to carry on doing this and I'll get the pages all together and let me tilt you back up because you're just looking at a blank thing now. There we are. I'll get the journals made and finished and all the rest of it. Oh, I know what the other thing was. Another bucket list thing is I want to make another journal but completely gel plate printed. So even the cover, because I have made bags. I haven't got any. No, I haven't got any around. I've made bags, handbags, and knitting bags and sewing bags and things out of gel printed fabric. So I'm going to make the cover out of a gel printed fabric, and then I'm going to do all gel printed pages inside. It's going to be a bit bonkers, I expect, but that's fine because, again, like I said, throughout these journals, you just stick your own notepaper in. If you don't want, you know, if you want to write in it, that's what you do. You can write it on a pad, stick it in your journal, done. So today's Sunday, so tomorrow's Monday. I might do some tomorrow. I've got to clear up all this mess first. I'll put the sewing machine out of the way and just use the whole table. But I've got work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I will probably start tomorrow, get all the stuff out, make some pages and stuff, or maybe just print the cover or something. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be something to... maybe you're interested, maybe, I don't know. And the other thing I want to do is some lino printing. I've done some carvings before. This bird one, bear with me. I did this. Oh, ow! Sorry. The whole thing is lino printed, and then I just cut felt to fill in the lino print basically, and then stitched. Yeah, I did stitch. You can see here, this is the black is the lino print. Oh, what is that cat up to? And then you cut. I did a class with a lady called Lindsay something. If I remember her name, I'll tell you next time. And she showed us how to carve the lino and do the lino printing, etc., etc. So I've actually got this in this print block in lino, if you like. So again, I'll show you that another time. So that's another thing I want to do, is some more lino printing. I found when I was having my sort out, I found so much stuff, it was amazing. So I can even show you that if you're interested. So yeah, I'm happy to do whatever my YouTubers want. I've got a couple of new subscribers, which was very exciting. So yeah, that was wonderful. And I've realised, looking at myself on this camera, I need to go on a diet. So yeah, I shall carry on doing stuff and just keeping myself sane during these weird times that we are all in at the moment. I mean, it's not just England, it's the whole world, as you all know. So yeah, let's carry on crafting, guys, and keep yourself safe. Do the social distancing thing. I don't know anyone that, thank God, I don't know anyone that is affected by this at the moment. So I'm really grateful for that. So anyway, I'll stop waffling and be back tomorrow with a bit of gel printing. I say that'll be it Monday, and that'll say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, unless I get time when I clock off on the old laptop. That'll be it until Friday. So, but that's fine. Gives you a break from me. Hopefully I'll have these done. So I'll be able to show you those as well. So lovely. Thanks very much. Thank you for listening to me waffling on. And I hope you enjoyed the little bit of junk journaling that I've been doing. I was going to say, I don't know whether... I don't know how the others do it. They must have it all pre-planned and laid out. I don't know. I think some of them are just, have the stuff all around them and just grab it and make and that's. But I think, I get most of my ideas as I'm doing it, so I don't always know, what it's gonna. I don't pre-plan anything, as you can probably tell. Anyway, I'm gonna sewn off now. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye.